Ritual Madness Podcast! The best of the underground! Make madness your ritual!
Did you say something about edging? Did you say we're edging there? Possible.
Right about there. Right.
Oh.
We're close to the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
That's
That's hilarious, man. Right
we
there.
did it.
Let's hey, do me a favor. Check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 3456 Minnehaha Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Contact via availability Instagram.com/Lowbrow Saints. Also Saturday, Go check them out. They do walk-ins, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Endless Flash to choose from. And then, go check them out. They're good people. If you're looking for some guitar stuff, right down the hall here. The Shred Den, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let me see here, 9100 85th Avenue North. Suite 100, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, 763-350-2191. Shred Den, let me see here, www.shredden.net, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Do me a favor. Hey, check this out. Narwhal Design Solutions. Justin Boney just got a fancy new website, too. I wanted to show that to you folks here. Let me see. What is it? narwhaldesigsolutions.com. Check out some of his designs here. He's got the studio happening and the whole works. He's got some of his designs, his illustrations, all that other good stuff. If you're looking for some design work, give Justin Boney a shout, and that would be fantastic. It would help us out a lot, and we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this fine evening. We got the guys from Druid here. Look at that fancy background down there. How you guys doing tonight? Good?
Oh, yeah.
Doing good, man.
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, welcome. Why don't you go around the table, tell me who you are, what you do in the band, and all that happy stuff.
Oh, me first? All right. I'm Wilson. I play bass.
I'm
Hi,
Chris.
Wilson.
I'm Chris. I play drums.
I'm Noah. I do vocals.
Welcome.
I'm Brian. I play guitar.
Welcome. How you guys doing? How was your week this week?
Busy.
Very.
Unbelievably busy.
Yeah. Everybody's been staying busy this whole week.
Oh
no,
my gosh.
no issues though. No bad stuff happened. Anything crazy? Tell me something
Well,
good. Was it?
I mean, the chaos that happened to you before we
Oh
got
my
here.
goodness. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Why? What happened?
My son ate it on his bicycle, and his face just landed right on the side of his face.
Oh, skidding.
Yeah,
Really?
right over,
Dude.
ass over tea kettle.
No shit.
Yeah, it was not pretty. So
How old's he?
13.
Wow.
Yeah,
So he's probably going pretty fast.
probably.
I know I was.
So my wife was picking rocks out of his face. Oh.
The old meat crayon.
Yeah.
Oh.
So skidded up on his shoulder, on his knees, and his face. It's just, I'll show you a picture.
Was any? Did you ask him if he learned any lessons or anything?
Wear your helmet.
Yeah.
Was he not wearing a helmet? I was going to ask you that.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Oh,
Jesus.
well.
I plead the fifth.
Hey. Oh yeah, he took a bite.
Yeah,
Bad. Wow, man. Wow.
Buddy, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And before we get too far ahead, I want to give a quick shout out to Pete, who's not here today, but he is also the guitar player in our band, Noah's brother.
Awesome. Hey, Pete, you missed out. We're having a good time. We're going to have a good time.
We love you, Pete.
We wish you were here.
Yeah, Pete, where are you?
Come on, Pete.
Come on, Pete.
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 Couple things real quick. Let me see here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are 3 away from. I screwed this all up because we're at 708. So we're getting close to that 1,000 mark. They changed all the rules on YouTube like they do every other fucking month or something, So I probably will never make money off of this ever. So you know what I mean. So like and subscribe if you would. You'll help us out, as much as you can. Let me ask you. Music history, Wilson. You just did this not that long ago.
Yeah.
But you feel free to do it again if you want to. What was mom and dad, brothers and sisters listening to? What was going around in the house when you were a kid? What was the musical influences going around?
For me, it was my parents were big into like 80s metal.
Nice.
So a lot of Metallica,
Okay.
a lot of like Motley Crue, Van Halen. So I grew up around it my whole life.
Nice.
So my dad had one of those like CD jukeboxes.
Oh yeah.
So we had like 60 CDs in
Yeah.
there or something like that, and he just rotated every night.
Nice.
So that was always happening. Like my first tape was Ride the Lightning.
Well, hell yeah.
So that was
Nice
Wore
old
that
school.
out.
Good old school stuff right there.
I wore that out. So picked up guitar around like 13, 14, and been regretting it ever since.
Oh, you sound like Nate down there.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Right. I think that's what we all say at one point.
Oh, for sure, dude.
You know?
Absolutely.
Well, you probably from carrying all the shit you got to
Dude,
carry. Come on, man, carry this with me.
My hardware, I weighed it one time. My hardware case is 137 pounds.
Oh, that's ridiculous, dude.
Shoved in a Honda Civic.
Right.
Yeah. 2-seater, baby.
All right. How about you, sir?
Yeah, I guess if we're talking about when I was a kid, my dad would always put on, like the classic rock, the Who, Rush,
Yeah.
Boston, and that kind of got me like into playing bass at first. Before I ever decided I wanted to start doing vocals, I started playing bass, and I just wanted to basically be Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
And I thought,
Not a bad person to want to be
Right.
as a bass
Hell
player.
yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit.
I was like, he could just shred and sing at the same
yeah,
time.
and keyboards and fucking whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
Noodle somebody with his nose.
Yeah. So I always was inspired by that, and then eventually it turned into like, early 90s, like System of a Down, and then it just progressed from there. I had a friend show me like Whitechapel.
Yeah.
And then I just fell in love with deathcore, and I'm like,
heavy
well, I
stuff.
want to do that.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that's kind of where I'm still at.
Now, were
right
you
now.
were you playing the whole time? Like, were you picking up? I mean, with each transition with bands, were you playing at that same time too, or were you?
Yeah, I mean, me and Brian were in a band together way back in like 2000.
10, 11?
Yeah, like before I even graduated, I was in high school, and I was playing bass in those bands for a little bit, and then I started doing vocals once I kind of figured it out. Pretty sure I was just doing it the wrong way.
Nice.
First
That's usually how it
few
works,
years. Yeah, but it got me where I am now, so I'm happy with it.
right? Yeah. Like when did you feel like you had the knack for the shit? Like,
I mean, right when I started playing with other people, and I figured out that holy crap, you could have a group of friends and be in a band, give yourself a name, play shows, show people what you're doing. It just made me feel like I was doing something right. And it just felt cool.
yeah.
And like whenever I wasn't doing it, I was just like, I just felt like there was nothing. I just felt like a normal person. I was like, I got to be doing something.
You didn't have your superpower.
Yeah, it gives me my superpower.
It kind of feels
basically.
like it sometimes.
It does.
Honestly, it does. I don't know. It opens up something for people. You know what I mean? Like, music has that ability to stretch you out. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
your mind, everything. I don't know.
Yeah, kept me creative. And it's a good way to meet other people, and especially once you start playing shows, you meet other people in the scene, like, Chris, Wilson, Brian. I think we met you at a guitar shop.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're like, hey, he plays a guitar. We just saw him playing an 8-string. We're like, he should try to play it. Can you play a breakdown? The fact that he knew what a breakdown was.
That was the first
I
good,
mean, like,
good
the
sign.
8-string
right?
was a dead giveaway. Yeah,
The 8-string was a dead giveaway.
exactly.
100%.
Ah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah. How about you, buddy?
Oh man, growing up, it was kind of like you had a coin with two sides on it. I grew up with my dad, who listened to a lot of classic rock, Southern stuff, usually blues rock, all that stuff. ZZ Top,
Sure.
Leonard Skinner, the Eagles, Jimi Hendrix, all that jazz. And then I had. My mom liked it too, but my mom was always playing the radio of something like KS95 or Cities 97, just like that
So kind of
modern,
modern
modern
pop,
pop kind of stuff. So I had a kind of both, but so the Southern rock kind of inspired most of my growing up, I guess. But I didn't really think about playing music until I was probably, 14, 15.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. How early were you banging on shit though?
I didn't start playing a real drum set until I was 18.
But when did you start banging on shit? is what I'm saying.
okay.
Because that really kind of, you know what I mean? If you're
Like
feeling the rhythm of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
There was the kids with like the
no.
pencil beats that they were doing in school.
I
like,
don't even
would-
know if I remember that far back. I mean, I was probably elementary school, middle school, something like that. I was always listening to music. I mean, like growing up for me personally, hip hop was a big influence.
Okay.
So rhythm and bass and stuff like that, and just the beat of everything was
Push forward. It's so forward.
Yeah, and so like that's what really like was in my head constantly. And then as I got a little bit older and started discovering stuff like from admittedly Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero was a huge influence on a lot of my music.
Sure.
Pretty
wide variety on
Yeah,
that shit,
I
too,
mean,
old and new.
you got bands from like Rise Against, friggin' Lamb of God. You got
The Sword.
The Sword. You've got Knights of Sidonia. I can't remember who does that song.
Muse.
Muse. I
Muse,
mean,
yep,
like
yep.
Eric Johnston, I think his name is, Cliffs of Dover. Stuff like that. I mean, like all that stuff kind of broadened my horizons of like, oh shit, there's a lot of music out here that I don't listen to.
Yeah.
And then, that progressed to kind of like the 93X 2000s, like your 3 Days Grace, your Godsmacks, your Breaking Benjamins. And then, say Limp Bizkit, let's call them out. Shout out to Limp Bizkit because they were a huge inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
But from there, I kind of branched off into the metal of my own that way. My buddy actually showed me a lot of like 2010 metalcore bands like Woe Is Me, Of Mice and Men, Sleeping with Sirens, like all those emo metalcore bands.
Yeah.
That's kind of what got me into like that stuff, and then the heavier stuff came later. But yeah, I mean, my music taste is all over the board. I'll go from anything from hip hop to metal to jazz to you name it, man.
You got it. You kind of have to. You know what I'm saying? You're not a true musician if you don't. I can't stay. It's been like this since I was a kid. You know that there's certain guys in your group who listen to heavy stuff. That's all I listen to is heavy stuff. And then you have people that bounce around all over, and then that one heavy guy will catch something a few years down the road. He's like, I listen to Crosby, Stills and Nash, some shit like that.
Some JoJo Siwa.
Yeah. Oh my God. Got the big old bowls in his hair.
Karma's a bitch, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Hey, I can't talk shit. I've listened to Ariana Grande a few times.
Hey, she fucking rips.
Eternal
Dude, she
Sunshine?
is.
She's got a great voice.
7 Rings, actually.
That's as far as I don't know.
Come on, man. That's like one of her number one songs.
I'm more of a Kesha kind of guy.
Oh shit.
Kesha or Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga.
See?
I know more of her songs.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Nothing wrong with that though. How about? I actually want to jump back to you. Like when were you pushing towards the heavy stuff? Like what was your in? What was something you were leaning in towards? I know you had Metallica. You had the early Metallica, but like
it ended up kind of being like I think my first concert was Linkin Park.
Okay.
So I was 13. I saw them on Meteora when that came out.
Oh my God.
Which was awesome.
That would have been
so
crazy.
Cool. And then from there it was like Avenged Sevenfold. And then like Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium, that kind of metalcore, All That Remains. And then a buddy of mine showed me Lamb of God and what was it, Arch Enemy. And then from there,
older Arch Enemy, or newer?
Older.
There you go.
Like the early, the first 2 records.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, what in the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then he got me into Philadelphia, the Lamb of God DVD. And that was
so good.
That was nuts. When you're like
So
14, 15 years old, that was crazy. And then from there, like I said, Trivium, Bullet for My Valentine, All That Remains, and then the early 2000 or late 2000s, early 2010s, kind of like Woe Was Me, Asking Alexandria, that kind of stuff. I got pretty big into that. And which was strange because I was in the band I was in. I just got fucking dunked on for liking
absolutely.
that stuff.
Are you kidding?
I got dunked on hard.
Dude,
for
I remember back in the day when if you listened to Asking Alexandria, you were shit talked. Like everyone
so
gave
Linkin
you
Park
shit.
Even, dude. Linkin Park, any of those bands.
My Chemical
my
Romance.
God.
I love them still.
Asking Alexandria just copied this band. Oh, I don't care. They did it better. Whatever. Whatever it ends up being. It's just
They're
like
just trying to be Attack Attack.
Attack. I mean, first 2 records ripped.
Yep.
We covered them at one of our shows.
Yeah, hell yeah, we did.
They forced me to sing.
we did not force you
They
to do anything.
forced me. They held me by my neck and said, "Sing. You're gonna learn."
You better sing, damn it.
It was fun. We covered Smokeahanas, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, So the latter half of like my early 20s ended up being like Periphery and that kind of thing. So more of like the gent. But yeah, I basically have been
Excuse me, the gentleman.
frozen in carbonite ever since then.
I was gonna say, yeah, Periphery, Meshuggah.
Yeah, Periphery,
all
you
those.
can kind of see it in some of the riffs for sure.
Oh yeah.
Meshuggah's
Very
fun, man.
bouncy.
Meshuggah's really fun, man. I like that band.
Love that band.
Now, where are you guys from? Are you guys all from the Twin Cities?
Yeah, I'm born and raised St. Paul.
Nice.
I actually just moved to Wisconsin, but yeah,
Traitor. I mean,
yeah. I grew up
Damn
in
cheese
Stillwater.
heads.
I grew up in
So you're
Stillwater.
right on the border.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. So
yeah. And you got better taxes anyway, so
yeah.
that's how it is, man.
Jesus, yeah. No, yeah, north suburbs of the cities, so like Blaine, Andover area.
Yeah, yeah.
Shakopee for me.
That where
Got
you
that,
from?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Got that Valley Fair,
Down
Canterbury
south.
Park,
I was like,
Mystic Lake.
dude, you were
Start
5
calling
minutes
you-
from Warped Tour. Come on now.
Yeah, and I never went.
What the heck? You never? Oh,
I never went
was,
either.
I was never into any of the like scene music.
Oh my god.
I went as much as I could.
So did I.
How about you, Mr. Wilson? You want to touch back on some of the stuff you grew up on?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm wearing one of the biggest influences here, Limp Bizkit.
West Borland's the shit.
Yeah, that I feel
John
like
Otto.
is one of the first like introductions to like modern rock, because before that my parents listened to my parents were product of the 70s, so
Yeah.
heard a lot of AC/DC and like
Boston?
Skinner, some Boston,
Bob
Fleetwood Mac,
Seger?
all that. But yeah, I remember distinctly like one night I was watching MTV and the video for Limp Bizkit's Boiler came on,
oh shit!
and I was like, this fucking rocks. And like I was in it, and then like later on, a couple videos later, you got fucking Linkin Park's Crawling. That video ruled. And then there was probably also like a Stain song in there, but like that was my kind of turning into getting into hard rock and
Right.
vaguely metal. Then like all
But kind of
throughout-
your own path, though. You know what I'm saying, right?
a little bit, yeah. Like it was all a lot more like self-discovered stuff. And I think I had mentioned this when I was on here with Corsair. A lot of my progression in my music tastes happened like through watching wrestling. The pay-per-views would have different theme songs and stuff, and that's actually how I actually like intended to listen to or whatever. Like my first actual kind of like paying attention to Metallica was SummerSlam 2003, when lo and behold the song for SummerSlam 2003 was Saint Anger. And I was like, this song's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Me not knowing what the hell a shitty snare drum sounds like, I'm just like, there's a weird sound in this. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, like wrestling kind of shapes a lot of my music interests, just from like bands having like licensed themes. Like CM Punk had a Kill Switch Engage
Yeah.
song, and then that's how I found Kill Switch Engage. From there, kind of just snowballed, developed, got into bands like all the kind of mid 2000s, like
Yeah.
Butt Rock,
Yeah.
3 Days Grace, Seether, all those, Avenged Sevenfold, and that's, I think, they were a good hinge point,
Yeah.
very much so, into getting me into like heavier stuff, because I really liked the dueling guitars thing. And then one of my buddies in high school, he showed me after the burial, was like, oh, if you like Avenged Sevenfold and the dueling guitars thing, check out fucking
Something that's-
Aspirations by
Fuck.
Right in your
After the
backyard.
burial.
Jesus Christ.
Backcountry to aspirations. Holy shit.
And I was like, holy shit,
That's a leap.
this better
Lord.
not awaken anything in me.
So let me ask you guys this: like, so are there any bands that you've seen locally as you were kind of getting into this stuff? Are there any local bands that you were seeing and like saying I want to do that? Is there anything like that, or was it like you find guys, start the band, and you kind of go your own jam?
So the first local band that I saw
Yeah.
was my buddy Dustin. Shout out Dustin. He had a band called Decrepit, and I think they ended up calling themselves Rat's Eye View later down the line. But I saw them at like a teen center, it was like the back of a skate park when I was probably like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And they actually covered like a few old System of a Down songs like Sweet Pea, Sugar, and I was just like, holy shit.
Right.
Like, how did you guys do that?
Yeah.
Like, and then he ended up being one of my good friends that I ended up kind of playing with for the first time, and then he was the one that kind of showed me a ton of like, he's like, dude, if you like this, listen to this, like type of shit. But yeah, when I saw those guys, I was like, that's crazy. And then from then on, I was like, there's a whole scene of this. There's a whole, like, closer you get to the cities, and it's like there can be a show every other weekend,
Yeah.
and they're metal bands, rock bands, and that's kind of how I discovered it. But yeah, I didn't realize how big the like metal scene was
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
even because it's just like tons of people are playing heavy shit.
Yeah,
and it's just
there's so many like little nooks and crannies too. You know what I mean? Like you don't even. I think somebody posted in my feed at least this week saying, "Do you consider the Twin Cities actually one scene or two different scenes? Because there are certain things that happen in Minneapolis that don't happen in St. Paul. There's even people that don't cross the river when there's shows. Like they'll only go to people's shows in Minneapolis or St. Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
It happened a lot back in the Station 4 lab
Yeah.
days because that was kind of the whole thing. Now Amsterdam's opening a whole bunch of stuff for the local scene, you know, a lot more than they were in the last few years. But it still seems like Minneapolis has got all the clubs. There's really nothing too much to play in St. Paul. I mean, there is, but there's not as many as Minneapolis by any means.
Right.
There's just a lot of people that do that anyway.
Yeah.
People that only stay in the east side of St. Paul
Yep.
and never leave.
Yep.
And I know a lot of folks that are still over there
Yep.
that just never left. They
Yep.
moved, a mile and a half down the road. And they've
Which
been
is
there ever
sad
since.
because, dude, I moved out of that shit, and it's just like you go back and not to be like, shame where I came from or anything like that, but you see how people get stuck in certain lifestyles, man. You know what I mean? They're just like stuck in the mentality of that particular area, and they do not move.
Yep.
It's kind of sad, man. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, how can you not evolve, man? You know what I mean? Like same neighborhood, same people all the fucking time? No way.
Yeah.
This
No, I love the cities, but I could not live down there.
Yeah.
Like it's too much for me.
Yeah.
Like I love spending time down there. Love all my friends down there, but it's just like, man,
Yeah.
I gotta sit
Watch
back.
it. Watch it. You'll get seen policed right there, dude. Everybody
know,
like,
I
go
know.
back to the suburbs,
I know.
fucker. Don't talk about the city if you don't know the city. You know that type of shit.
That's why I
People
don't
get
talk
mad.
shit about the city. I love the city.
I love the city. I was living in St. Paul for quite a while, and I mean, it's just there's so much stuff to do over
Yeah.
there. Like I'd find comic book shops, or you could if like a show came up, I'm like, oh shit, I might as well. It's like 5 minutes away.
Yep.
Might as well go
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like obviously there's good and bad things about living in the city. Traffic kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I got my
Parking.
catalytic converter stolen like twice,
Yeah.
so that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, my
but
buddy had to pay like $3,000 each time
That's
that
what
his
they- yeah.
shit did. He was a Nissan Rogue, and then they said we have a fix for this now, but this is another $2,000 to put
Yeah.
it on there. And then he did it, and he hasn't been fucked with since. But right on the east side, man, it rolled right under. Little Nissan Rogue, dude. You got to be a small dude to get under one of them, and
Like this far off the ground.
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's exactly what it sounds like
Yeah.
too. Yeah, they took it off my Honda Odyssey.
Ah.
Well, they started to, and then they came back to finish the job like a week later, and they did.
Bastards. Bastards, man. That's
Commitment.
Had to wait for the next paycheck to get a new Sawzall.
Actually, I just
gonna say they need a new Sawzall plate.
I think we just put a piece of like plumbing hose in that, and then I was just like driving around this Honda Odyssey that just reeked. This
Oh,
dude pulled up
dude.
behind me and he was like, "Dude, you are choking me out back here." I'm like, "Sorry, they stole my catalytic converter."
Right?
It's quiet.
Yeah.
So when I go out and start it up, it's like, I'm like, no, that doesn't sound. It should not. My van should not sound like a muscle car.
The sound you made it sound like the Jetsons. I was like, holy shit.
Sounded like a breakdown.
So
that a new breakdown?
I want to go back to the song that we came in on, right? So tell me, this is a new one from you guys, right? So tell me what it's about. How'd you guys? It's been some time since you guys released some material, correct?
Yeah,
it's been a
it
little bit.
has.
Let's see here. That was one that I kind of came in with, and
Hollow Gaze. I'm sorry.
yeah,
that's
it's Hollow Gaze.
Yep.
I still want to keep calling it what we've been calling it.
What?
So
They
Okay.
all-
All right, hold on.
They
What's
all
the
have
working
working
title?
titles.
What's the working title?
Output.
There you go.
No, output one.
Output one,
Output one,
and then there's output two.
which you kind of heard kind of sinking in
Yeah.
at the very end there.
Yeah.
So it's a two-parter.
Nice.
It's really almost
Don't
9
give it
minutes.
away.
9 minutes. of
And then
full-
there's all Pete's songs, which are just snake names.
yeah, all the other songs like Bull Snake,
King Cobra.
King Cobra,
That's awesome.
And then there's rock bass.
Rock Bass.
Yeah.
So
For whatever reason, it switched to a
That's
fish.
Pete's favorite fish. I think that's.
is it? Is that one?
As a
Okay.
kid, yeah. Whenever we went up to my cabin, he's like, "We got to catch a rock bass," because I think when you grab them, they like
Tighten up.
vibrate in your hand.
Oh, interesting.
They're like
That's hilarious.
creepy.
I have to look that fact up. That's pretty awesome, dude.
I had no idea.
I wish I had one of those little clickers that could you pop up little facts like that. Like,
Yeah.
You just search it real quick and it just
It's
Yeah.
hey, it's called Clippy.
Clippy. That's what it's called.
No, I'm shitting on AI right now. Don't mind me. That's a way deep reference.
But yeah, so that one I kind of came in with pretty much is almost identical to the original song or the original idea.
Pretty close, yeah.
Very, very minor changes. But I don't know. That just kind of I actually wrote the second part first.
Yep.
And then I wrote this part after the fact. I was like, oh, this feels like it could be something kind of coming prior to. And then
Right.
It was a very interesting way of writing, which I've never done. So I really just honed in and focused on these 2 tracks while I was out. We had my daughter, so I was kind of just at home,
Yeah.
just doing that. So I just focused in on getting these 2 tracks really lined up, and that's what made the record.
Nice.
Vocally, if you want to speak to what you said and everything.
Well, I guess
You
Yeah.
know the words the best.
Hollow Gaze. I mean, we posted the lyrics online, and people who read them, I like to have people kind of interpret things, in their own kind of way. But for me, Hollow Gaze, it's like almost like when you're staring into a fire, and you kind of get into that like trance
Yeah.
state,
That 1,000-yard stare.
the 1,000-yard stare
1,000
kind of
yard
thing.
Elmo stare.
And it's just kind of about
Clint Eastwood, dude. Just
being in that place, basically being in that state of mind, whether it is from staring into a fire or something else you're doing,
right. Just
things
focused.
or just struggling through something, and you're just sitting in your own, you don't know what to do with yourself or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's I just kind of like it to be interpreted however anyone really wants to.
Yeah.
Kinda. But for me, yeah, it's just kind of being in that weird state of mind, and just it's
Very disassociative.
kind of.
K-hole, you mean?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just making. It sounded like something like that. That's what they say, dissociative drug or whatever. So we were kind of talking about this off the air before we came on. How did you guys all meet? And how you said it's kind of like a mishmash of new and old.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start from
I was gonna
the
say
beginning.
Mr. OG over here.
Yeah. So I was brought into another band. It was called It's Confidential,
Okay.
and that was
Can't talk about it.
can't talk about
Do not
it. That's all I can say.
off limits.
Redacted.
We. So
I gotta get
was-
one of those buttons.
Yeah,
too,
you
dude.
need a bleeper on
Yeah,
that
I
thing.
do, man. I'm definitely putting one on there, dude. It's gotta be it. Hold on one second. What did you say? Beep, beep. Yep. Beep, 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 beep. Just keep hitting it. Sorry, I had to beep. These guys are way too
Vulgar.
vulgar,
too much,
vulgar
too much.
and volatile people. Yeah.
The public wouldn't be able to handle it.
Didn't mean to interrupt there.
So I was brought in to play a couple shows to kind of fill in. I was kind of like Noah said, we were in a band prior to that, and at that point, I was just kind of doing my own thing for a couple years. These guys brought me in and played a couple shows. That band kind of fell apart, and we took a couple pieces from that band, who was their guitar player and their drummer, and then I recruited Noah and another guy named Jordan. Shout out Jordan if you're out there. To play bass and Noah to do vocals. And that's when we kind of came together, like 2015, 2016. Started playing shows probably well before we actually had really finalized our music. A little too early, way too early, I would say.
Yeah, I think Brian booked a show for us when we were like not even sure if.
Yeah.
we wanted to like play. He's like, well, we're opening for Ice Nine Kills. I'm like, what?
That's crazy, dude.
And that
At
was
the Caboose.
yeah, that wasn't
first
our
show was
best
that one.
show.
So how many songs did you play right out the gate?
4, maybe 5.
Thank God it was only 4.
It might have been 4. And I think we were still kind of figuring them out. Like, as we're going on stage, we're like, okay, this part comes here. This comes here.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can do this. Okay. So fast forward a little bit. We ended up recording an EP with Rick at Winterland. And
Rick's good shit.
we did 5 songs with Rick. At that point, I think I was kind of fed up with myself and everything. So I just said, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
They continued on for a bit. They had another guy in there. Then that didn't work out, and there was kind of a rotation mishmash for a while. That's where Chris came in.
I was gonna cut you off there because it's basically as soon as that EP was recorded and you left is about when I came in.
Yeah, I recorded the EP, and basically it was like that's fine. I'm done.
Yep.
How did you like fall into the project?
So, at the time, I was playing in another band called I Destroy with my buddy Skylar and a few other friends, and we had actually played a show together at, I don't remember what the church was called.
Some church, yeah.
It was a random church that we played with them and who I can't remember who headlined it. That's so long ago. But I actually just, at the time was like, okay, I really enjoy what I'm doing with I Destroy, but I was like, I want more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then so I put a post out on Facebook and I was like, hey, anybody, looking to jam or whatever. And then Kyle actually hit me up, our old guitar player, and he was like, we just lost our drummer. Do you want to join or try out? And I was like, sure.
And this is 2000. When is this?
2017, later, early 2018, I think
Okay.
is when it was.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it wasn't quite the demand of drummers that they need now because
No.
you'd already had like 17 bands. at
I
that
felt
point.
like even then it was like if I'm like, damn,
Slim
we don't
pickings, right?
have a drummer. Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Right.
And honestly, when Chris showed up and like I think you already knew how to play like one or like we were able to run through like a couple songs.
Well, that's
At least
always
3 of them.
So we're
Super
like-
fucking promising, right?
Yeah, I mean he killed it right away. So
I pride myself on that, man. If I'm going to try out for something, I'm going to know the shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to
Absolutely.
go in there blind and be like, oh, yeah, I jammed it once
You
or
look
twice.
real professional when you do that.
Yeah, right? Like, come on.
and
And
his drum set looked sick. That was a huge reason.
Yeah.
Sure. And me not knowing, they gave me 2 of the hardest songs to learn.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
Set the bar high right
Yeah.
away. That's funny.
Yeah. So, but no, that was about that 2018 time is when I popped in. And like Brian said, we had Jordan, you, Kyle, me, and did we have anyone else at that time?
We had Derek. He was playing. guitar
That's
with us.
right.
But then he left for a little bit, came back for a while, and then, well, when we had those guys in, we were just playing shows. We weren't really writing.
Yeah,
anything
we
new.
didn't. Oh my God, it
The
was
thing-
a struggle.
Now, look, can I ask you this too? This is something that comes up quite a bit, and I've experienced this myself in my projects in the past. Like, what is it? Do you think that stops you from being creative when you're clearly trying to be productive and you're playing out and you're trying to get your name out there? What do you think like stops you in that progression when you're playing out so much and you're trying to get your name out there, but there's no creativity coming?
I think even just that, like we would get excited to just keep playing shows.
Yeah.
and then we
yeah.
would just practice, and then we wouldn't really take time to sit down and be in the studio and write music. And all of us at that time, we didn't really have access to
Computers and shit.
recording
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like the software
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we all do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which it's become so much easier to figure out how to write your own music
Right.
just in your basement or whatever. I mean,
That's always a question that I really like to ask people too. Now, Wilson, you guys in the other band do a lot of passing back and forth with digital stuff. So
Yeah.
now, when did you guys start incorporating that? I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
oh no,
but-
you're good. I mean,
Really recently. I
Yeah.
would
Last
say.
couple like year or two, yeah.
Yeah. It's otherwise we were very much a band that's like, okay, one of us would come in with a riff,
Right.
and we would just kind of flesh it out in person.
Right.
And I feel like definitely since 2024, 24, 23-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Really just hammering out demos at home where I can hit up with drums and my MIDI drums type of thing.
Now we were talking before the show and everything. You were saying that bouncing in and out and taking breaks, things like that. And that happens, especially you guys were talking about just kind of hitting that slump and like being in that continuous mode of playing shows. Like that's a huge thing for bands. Like you're excited to get out there. You want to keep playing shows and you want to, build the notoriety as you can, because you know how it is. Like at the time that you guys are doing all this is when people are starting, COVID hits, people are dropping videos and lyric videos and shit like that just to kind of stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? And that started to kind of become the platform for everybody. Like, we're going to make an EP. We're going to drop our tunes here and there, make sure everybody knows who we are. Then you hit a bunch of shows, and it's just that cycle over and over and over again. The only reason I ask is because it's really super common for all of us to do that. And I can't say enough that you have to pull back on that. It's another question that I ask all the time is like, what is a happy medium? Like once a month, twice a month, like, do you play in St. Paul, Minneapolis? Do you try to go to Duluth? Do you go down to to St. Cloud? Do you go to Rochester? Because there's so many different avenues. Right now, you got that Pavlenko cat in St. Peter, Mankato shit. You got the people doing things in Duluth. There's a bunch of different ones. I know the Torment guys got places to do in Duluth. You got Tempest is doing the stuff at the Keller Bar right now. And then you got all these places in the Twin Cities. I mean, like a legitimate question. Where do you guys feel now that you kind of have hit that burnout stage where you're like, fuck, man, we have to start creating more material? Where's the happy medium for you guys since you did hit that burnout?
Gosh, I wasn't. So I would say even with the going into COVID, like I wasn't involved at that point.
Right.
But I would say it was almost like a natural progression where everyone just kind of bowed out very much at the same time, like where you said it just got down to basically just you and Kyle into COVID. And then that was just kind of like a natural regression of just like, okay, album cycle's kind of done.
Yeah.
And people are kind of done. And then literally everything was done.
Yeah.
And it really just sat there for almost 3 years, I'd say.
Almost 3, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
3 years of like a big gap.
So let me ask you this: personally, when this is all going on, are you guys looking for other projects where you still kind of work? I know you said you and the other guy were kind of working on things. Were you getting together and jamming and sussing out things, or was it just kind of like hit and miss?
Me and him, we weren't very good at recording our own stuff, and it was just basically a guitarist and a vocalist working together.
Yeah.
I play bass, but like we couldn't really. It was hard for us to sit down and make a demo because we didn't really know how. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, now I can, go home and pull out my guitar and actually write a full song, and then send it to somebody if, hey, is this a good idea? But I mean, that can be hard. I mean, that was a huge thing, I think, that slowed us down a little bit and that's why it's like, we might as well just keep playing shows. Let's just keep playing this old shit, because we all love performing and playing shows. Right. And if we had a new song we all wrote together, it was like, you want to hear a new song? Got to come see us live.
Right.
And I mean, it was fun for us, but that can only go so far. But because, like you said, you do have to pull back at some point so you can, get back and write some new shit. And I think we did really well with that this time. Stepping back, recording everything, making it sound the way we want it to sound. Sticking to the style we wanted to stick with. And now I think we're at the point where, hell yeah, let's play some shows. Let's get to the cities. Let's go to Duluth, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think we're all just a little older and wiser too, as far as we can practice, and we don't have to practice every week. We can take a little break, write some more shit, and then play shows. But like we usually have to, for me, it's like, let's focus on trying to get a couple shows, and then we'll do that.
Space them out a little bit.
Space
more.
them out a little
Yeah.
bit. Not
More like
I think
one
it's
thing at a time.
I think it's
Yeah.
important to starve a little bit, starve people a little bit too. If you know you drop a cool music video that's just charging and doing crazy shit with great music. Now I wanted to kind of go back when we were talking about offline about getting your sound and kind of changing it a little bit, and then just kind of going back to the original thing that you were looking to do. I mean that's always, people want to say that we want to be open with what they do, but once you lay it down and you're in your pattern, you know what I mean, and you switch it a little bit, like people will go, I like your old stuff, that that type of shit.
Sometimes I'm one of those guys, like,
Yeah.
oh, old Whitechapel's so much better.
Yeah.
But like they're great, the musicians. They're killing it forever. But
Yeah, that was, like I said. So we got through COVID, and then we just kind of hit back. I don't even remember how we kind of came back. I think I was just like, hey, does anyone want to just kind of get together and see if we can even do this again?
Right.
Just really just a jam.
I was gonna say, yeah, I
have
think
no
I
intentions of going
actually,
further than that.
I think I actually hit you up, and I was like, hey, you want to jam? One of these days. Now that like shit was opening up again, and there wasn't as much COVID restrictions and stuff like that, and it was just kind of turned into be like, yeah, should we hit up Kyle? Should we hit up Noah? Like, we should get the guys in a room together and see if we, see if we're all on the same page or whatever, see what's up, and kind of just feel it out. And essentially that's what we did. And, we came back as the 4, I believe.
Yeah, so we came back really with Kyle bowed out, so we did a 4-piece, and it was me, Chris, Noah, and another guy named Ben. He played bass for us. Ben really kind
he
of
came from like a hipster kind of
Dude,
like.
indie,
I don't even want to say that. I don't know if that's the right, but
Yeah. He's like an
definitely a
indie
different
rock.
style of music.
like indie rock, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he did it for
Was
as
he
long
doing
as
this and shit? What are you?
Oh, yeah.
He would be barefoot. He would be
Sorry,
barefoot.
Ben. I don't mean to talk shit.
No, he was
That's-
killing it, man. And he always played barefoot. I loved it.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, that's awesome.
Yep.
I've
He was
known
his
some
own
barefoot.
vibe.
Yeah.
Dude, he was a whole vibe. Love that
So,
man.
Yeah, he really he kind of brought us into like the 21st century. He was the guy dragging us while we were like cavemen.
Yeah.
He helped us record a few of those like that 4-song demo thing we did, and we were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We
Just to get our feet
You can
wet again.
record.
Yeah. So just getting that under our belts of like, okay, feeling confident again that we can either play shows or record, like just to almost feel like, okay, we can do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's come leaps and bounds. It's so insane, man.
Yeah.
To me,
And
how easy it is these days.
and then I literally think it was that EP release, D2. Ben bowed out. And I'm pretty sure at that show I said, "Hey Wilson, what are you doing?"
Wasn't it
No,
me?
it was before that.
Was it before
I went
that?
There just to kinda, I went there to kind of just check out
Oh,
the new
that's
songs and
right.
all that. I think it was because we played that February show.
Yeah, we played down in Mankato.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. Before that, we played that February show where Caden tore his Achilles.
Oh, that's right.
And then Corsair also picked up the Mankato show, filling in for
him,
Caden's
yeah.
band.
yeah.
And then that's
about
kind of
that.
where we reconnected a little bit more. Like, oh yeah, we played that show like a month ago, and then Ben didn't even remember playing with us.
He had a
But-
fun weekend.
Love you, bud.
But I think that's kind of how I got back on your guys' radar.
He's also my brother-in-law.
I think
so.
me and Brian were actually standing right by you at that Mankato show, and we're like, that dude's bass tone is fucking wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, like super, like just he had it dialed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
the,
the
he had all
energy
the
was
bells and
dialed.
whistles
The
for
energy,
Corsair
dude.
was
I
nuts.
love that shit.
Stage presence is unmatched.
Nice.
And then, okay, now we're gonna get to this is a very long-winded story.
No,
but
it's all good, man. That's
it
the lore.
is
That's what it's
long.
it's
about.
very, it's
man.
very
Holy
long.
shit,
It's a
yeah.
lot of shuffling of cards.
Nothing wrong with that, man. It tells where you're at now.
Right. So, Ben out. Wilson came in. He was like, "Hey, do you want to come in and jam?" And then he shows up as he like sets up. We're like, so you kind of got the job, just so you know.
This isn't a tryout.
This isn't a tryout. You just kind of won it by default.
Yeah, I figured.
And then it kind of
It's awesome.
it got to another thought of like, okay, let's look for another guitar player because I was running solo for a while as one guitar player, and then when we did play the old tracks, the old songs from like 2017, 18, it was like backtracked what Kyle did
Okay.
like live, and that just
It just felt
It
wrong.
made me feel icky.
It felt wrong. It was
Yeah.
like, no, we should have somebody playing this.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many people these days that do that
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
know.
It's
I know.
ridiculous.
And we're one of them, but
Like I had one of my friends played Rockfest last year, and he's like, "Dude, everybody has backing tracks. Every big band."
Well,
has
we still have backing tracks, but we make sure that the
ambient
shit.
shit. Though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
There's
The
nothing wrong
instruments
with
are
it.
played.
Yeah.
For sure.
right. So we started looking for another guitar player, and I don't even remember how Pete came about.
Well, my brother Peter, he would come to most of our shows.
Yeah, he was
actually.
always there.
He was always there. And he's always played guitar. He had a little bit of a different style. He played for he was almost like a guitarist for hire almost. He would play with anybody.
Yeah.
He was in a band called Dawn of Valor for a while,
Yep.
kind of like
I've heard of them guys.
power metal kind of stuff. And then eventually I was just like, dude, do you want to play with us? Like, I think you could play this shit.
Yeah.
And sure enough, he got all the gear, he learned all the shit, and he fit right in. I was like, man, we should have been playing with him for like
The whole time.
We should have done this a while ago,
Dude, and when
But-
when you say he got all the gear, he went head first.
That's what he does.
Like,
Love that shit, dude.
oh my God.
Love that shit.
Every time we saw him, he had a new pedal,
New pedal, new guitar, new amp,
everything. Yeah,
everything.
He went hard into the paint.
I was like, dude, yes.
And then even with, I wasn't even sure, like, oh, is he gonna be able to, like, because we were gonna make new music together,
Yeah.
all of us. So I was like, I wonder how his writing style is gonna be. And it ended up, he surprised me, and I mean, I was like, me and my brother learned how to play basically together,
Right.
bass, guitar,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was like blown away by I'm like, dude, this shit's heavy. Like, what the fuck,
Dude, he writes fucking rippers, dude.
yeah, like.
pizza machine.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time he's been in a band where he plays in like drop A, and I was like, and he loves it.
Yeah.
But before it was, I think he would.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, and then now I'm like, dude, it sounds sick.
Like he's very classically trained.
Yeah.
He's a McNally grad.
Yeah, he's a McNally kid,
Nice.
so he knows everything. Like, this is minor, this is major, and I'm just like, this makes sounds. I'm very much. I figured it out along the way. Yeah, very much figured it out as I played. So he's like, "How did you come up with that?" I was like, "Just in my brain somewhere. I don't know where, but."
Right. Where did you guys record what is it, Hollow-Gaze? Where did you guys record this new stuff at?
Wilson's
Oh, you
house.
did
It's
at
me
your
again.
place? Nice.
Wilson did all the recording and the production and everything, man. This
Nice.
guy killed
Pretty
it.
much the same process as all the Corsair
Yeah.
stuff. Just record drums at Craig's house, and then everything else is just through my home studio that I got.
Ridiculous, man. So ridiculous.
It's so good.
I've heard some of the demo stuff you guys did over there, and that shit blows me away.
Yeah.
Like just in your studio that you're able to people are able to record that shit, and it sounds. We've done rough shit before, in the studio that hasn't sound that good before. I'm like, Jordan, what are you doing over there, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, Jordan
So I
puts
can
his-
imagine, man, having those studios to be able to do that shit. That's fantastic, dude. It sounds good. It's good stuff, man.
And the nice thing about when we were recording with Will, for me at least, it was like having one of your band members being able to be good at that and like know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just going in there and recording vocals, it feels comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable place.
For sure.
It's almost like you're chilling.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah,
So-
because I can see going to like a third party for like recording vocals, and unless if you're in a band that's like the label's fucking paying the bill for like studio time to get like a good
Fuck
thing.
no, you pay Wilson,
It's-
dude. That's what you do. You go,
Pay Wilson.
take the studio's money and pay me with it.
Yeah, where am I getting fucking?
Get them SummerSlam tickets, baby.
yeah, that's already coming past.
There you go.
But yeah, just like
Next year, man. What are you talking about?
taking the time to kind of go through stuff with somebody that's familiar, because I've never done vocals myself or anything, so I can see how it can be like nerve-wracking going to somebody that you maybe don't know or hardly know, and just kind of trying to get out like shit that's personal to you. Whereas for us, it was just kind of like, yeah, fucking let's run through it a couple times, figure out what we got, and
Were there any times where you're like, what did you say there?
Oh yeah. I mean, there was a couple times where I I came in when I think one or two of the songs, I was like, I have a pretty good foundation for this song, but I'm struggling with the chorus. Like I have it, but like me and Wilson worked out the timing and like, oh, maybe we could change this word here a little bit, and then we could like extend these lines a little bit, and then we both kind of just put our heads in it, and it did feel weird. Like Wilson was like,
That's the
what does this mean?
shit right there.
And really just kind of workshopping it, and even like a lot of times when it comes to recording vocals, for some people it's just like one session and you're done with the song. And like this one, it took like some songs a couple sessions. Like we would get out kind of the idea that we had and maybe what we had that was solid, and then just kind of left open blanks for him to listen to what he has and then build off of that next time he came over to record. And just taking the time and kind of putting thought into it and letting it kind of grow a little bit more organically.
Yeah, and there was definitely things I wanted to change as far as like some of the older songs. I would say fuck a lot, and I think I say fuck like maybe twice in this whole EP.
Yeah, I don't.
And like just like I would go back and listen to the older stuff, and I'd be like, I would try to find a better flow and not say like and all the time or like. You know what I mean? It's just like things I would try to like challenge myself on a little bit, and like I wanted the song to make sense, you know?
Right.
And just like, oh, that's like okay, that sounds like a fucking song now, and like change up vocal patterns a little bit to like make the breakdowns sound cooler, or just make the choruses sound a little bit more.
Let me ask you this now: say you're trying to come up with something, or you hear a specific flow from something, but you can't really nail it. Are there music or bands that may help you push past that, or do you try to stay away from that, like so you don't pick up a rhythm or a groove from something?
No, that's actually a good question, because I won't listen to like other metal. Like I would actually start listening to like some hip hop, and like in high school I listened to a lot of like Juicy J and like Wiz Khalifa and Cal Scrubby is like a kind of underground artist. Like I just like the way that they were able, like, oh my God, they're saying a lot, but not like using a ton of words to say what the message are trying to get across or whatever. Sure. So just like pulling little things from that, I would try to incorporate a little bit, but it definitely like just hearing other artists, like, you know, the hip hop stuff, or just even softer music. And like, even I would listen to instrumental shit all the time, and I'd just kind of sit there and like mess around and like
with this tune, the Hollow Gaze. You guys get the feeling in there a little bit more. Is that something that you delve into when you're writing something like that? You know, where you're feeling it more, like more emotion to it, is what I mean. I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of the stuff I write about is coming from like a personal experience, or like being down on my luck, you know, struggling with shit, you know, things like that. Because I think when I listen to bands and it's like you hear these vocalists just screaming their heart out, I'm like, damn, this guy's like singing about something.
Yeah.
Like almost like it's okay to be vulnerable in those, when you're writing those kind of songs. And that's kind of like what I like to do.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if people really want to know what they mean to me, you know, I'm open to that and all that. But like, I also, like, I want someone to listen to that and be like, they can relate their own experience to the lyrics in however way, like whether it's substance abuse.
Now give me a timeline. Like, so say you write something down, you kind of suss it out at practice. When is it the first time that you actually open up to show it to somebody? Do you have to record it?
God.
Do you have to lay it down?
I just sent Brian.
Recording.
Yeah, probably recording. And then these guys, I'll like, for instance, when me and Wilson worked on these songs, like they had a pretty good idea of like what it was probably going to sound like. But then we'd have a practice, and they'd be like, oh, okay, it sounds like you have this whole set, like you got it all down, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think I just sent Brian the lyrics for Hollow Gaze like 3 days ago.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
probably
literally.
Like,
I
That's
was
what
like,
you're saying?
I was like, oh, that makes more sense now.
So let me ask you though, as you're letting them out, for people to see now, do you feel like you've held it long enough to where you can allow people to see it? I get weird like that, because there's some shit that's really personal and it may not make any sense to people, and that's what I always worry about, like the metaphors, the things, the picture you're trying to paint in this small little space. They may not get it, and again, I love when people interpret what you're trying to say, but also there's something in there where people are like, "What the fuck did you mean there?" Because you can use two words that are very similar, but they you know what I'm saying? They paint in the same area. If that makes sense, I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I guess I kind of got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I just don't even care. Whatever. People are gonna look at it, read lyrics, and I don't think I say anything that really would worry me to the point, or like I don't say anything like too vulnerable, like too crazy. It's all kind of just, like metal shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's
Metal
I
shit.
I'm at the point where I just don't even care.
Yeah.
Like I'm at
makes
the
sense.
point where
That's fair.
I have like, I used to have a journal that I would write in, and it was almost like a weird little diary.
Yeah.
And that ended up being most of that ended up being our first EP with Forfeit Reality on it. I had this just like dark shit I would write about in my journal, and then I just like, you know what? It sounds like this shit could be, like these could be good lyrics. And
Dude,
then,
perfect segue, because we're actually going to play that song right now.
nice.
We're gonna go back, because this is some older stuff of your guys', as like you just alluded to. Tell me about this one. Tell me where you got the idea from, stuff.
So Forfeit Reality, that is when I was drinking a lot, just being a jackass, just a menace, basically. And I wrote Forfeit Reality when I was actually in rehab, and I was just sitting there, and I didn't want to be there, type of situation.
Yes.
Like, fuck this, And Forfeit Reality is just kind of like that feeling of just being over everything, being over like this existence, what I'm doing, this reality that I put myself in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what that song is about, just being in that darker kind of place and being frustrated, confused, not really knowing what to do with yourself. And it ended up just being a really good outlet. So I just kept that same pattern with a lot of the lyrics, I guess, for that EP.
Fucking A. Well, let's take a listen to that tune. Stick around, folks. We're going to pound this one out, and we'll be back.
Lost in thought in the dark.
Been a while since I've actually listened to that.
The hazy gaze right there. Hell yeah. Sweet. That was awesome, man. Can you guys hear? You guys,
Oh, yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
shit's down, so I couldn't hear there for a second. But that's awesome. Who did the video on that one? Do you remember? Who did
Austin
that?
Scherzberg, I think.
Yep.
Dude does cool. He does good stuff.
Yeah.
He's been getting better and better and better. That dude's awesome.
I think he did 2 for us, right? And then I think he
Yeah.
did a live
Live video
mashup
too.
video for
Yeah.
us
Yep.
too.
Right.
How we played the bowling alley.
Shout out
One of the
Austin.
top metal.
Yeah.
Top secret
secret.
metal fest.
Yeah, top secret and a bowling alley. That was actually pretty
God,
wild.
do you remember those shows?
Yeah, I do.
Was that at Memory Lanes?
Yeah. That was
I was just
they
telling
doing
my
shows
daughter
again?
Yeah, I was just telling my daughter that like 2 weeks ago. I'm like this. I think we were talking about it on the show, and she asked about it, and I'm like, yeah, you have to see a show on a bowling lanes. It's pretty trippy, you know.
Hey man, All
was
American Rejects played there last year.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
That's
My
awesome.
wife went to that.
Did she?
It was the same day that I had a Corsair show.
Oh, I think I
And
remember you
she's
mentioning
like,
that.
she's like,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
babe.
Well, no, like the whole time, like before that, at like 4:00 in the afternoon, like we were live following like them trying to figure out a venue because they were trying to get Skateville down in Burnsville, but Skateville was like, we're not gonna like. Or they wouldn't let them buy them out, and I think they couldn't tell them like who the act was. They're like, hey, we got this nationally like
yeah.
touring
Yeah.
band coming through that we want to play a pop-up show. Can we buy out your venue for the night and
They said
play at the roller rink? And they're like, sorry, we can't.
Oops.
Should have done
Yeah.
13.
So then, yeah, they somehow got in hold with the people at
Memory lanes.
Memory Lanes. And yeah, that came to be. And my wife, like 2 hours before it was supposed to be, she's like, I'm probably not going to make your show, but
Wait, what?
I'm going down to Memory Lanes.
Yeah.
And she actually did make my show
Wow.
because I think we were playing the Acadia, and they ended up splitting that into 2 shows at Memory Lanes.
Yeah.
And the first one got out, they kicked everybody out, and then she was able to make it over before we even got on. So, or maybe like 2 songs into our set or
Oh
something.
yeah. Dedicated wife right there, man.
Shout out.
To the medals.
I think she even brought like 2 people that she just met there.
Look at that
Look
shit.
at that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Jeez.
That's how that
Like,
works.
these are these
Yeah,
random
dude.
people that I met at the show.
That's killer, man. So let me ask you this: when writing, who contributes the lion's share, or is it a group effort these days with the newer stuff?
I would say,
Oh man.
as far as what came about this time, was I did probably 2 songs, and Pete brought. Let's just go with ideas. Let's say I brought 2 ideas to the table that made the cut. Pete brought 3. Pete brought 3, and then this was we kind of came together as a group and hashed out those ideas.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of had a final say, and we would go section by section, which we've never
Nice.
done before as a group.
Yeah.
Well,
It came in where like the first EP was strictly just basically me and Kyle kind of running the shop. The second one was just kind of like I got the free ball because I was the only guitar player, so I was just like, "Woo, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever flies, whatever I'm
Right.
thinking of, I'm just gonna.
fucking hell.
Who's gonna tell me no?"
Right.
I had to, and I had to write to it, and I was like, Brian, we can't do this.
I was actively trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And then in comes me, and I'm like, why don't we have more than just one part that could be a chorus?
Right.
Let's repeat this part,
Right.
because it's catchy and people might like it.
I've been trying to tell him that for years.
So
we can structure our songs.
yes. So I would get very scattered with my songwriting.
Oh yeah.
And there was no one to really rein me in.
Yeah.
So that was actually
Dude,
it was hard.
you guys have fucking run the gamut when it comes to this stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, we've been around the.
when it
block
comes
a
to
few
bands
times.
that even get like halfway to this point, they give up. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys have just like
And we
backed
have.
off and went, hey, you know, we want to keep this thing going, and do we or don't we? And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's really cool about you know, organically how this stuff sounds like it's coming together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're like an old new band at the same time.
We're stubborn.
Yeah,
We
we're
are.
that too.
Well, and I was gonna say too, to the song ideas thing. I think initially we had like, I don't know, 10, 12 ideas.
15. I looked it up yesterday.
We were rolling around to see like what would stick best and what
Sure.
sounded the best together.
Yeah.
And we ultimately decided on these 5 songs that we have, you know, and it's just like the collaborative effort through the whole thing was everyone had a piece. Everyone had a say, you know, if, you know.
I think I remember the thing that I really enjoyed was the like drumming changes we made to, I can't remember what the hell it's actually called now, but King Cobra, our
Yeah.
working title. Like just the dumb fucking
Oh,
caveman
man.
drums
I
at the
cannot
end of it.
wait.
I don't think that's one that we
yeah.
have queued up for this, but when
No.
it comes out, it's just fun, stupid. Like he's doing the simplest drums as we're just
4 on the floor, baby.
Love it.
It's unga bunga all day, baby.
Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Nothing wrong with that.
That, like, admittedly, like, you can love him or hate him, but I was listening to a lot of Kublai Khan at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I just want to hear the dumbest, simple 4 on the floor beat.
Yeah.
I want to write something that just people can just go ape shit to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it really came across. I feel like it really fit the song. It really came across well.
Nice.
And that whole ending section is just, it's, I mean, if people aren't punching each other, I'm gonna be disappointed. You know?
That's funny.
Yeah, the overall collective writing for not just Hollow Gaze, but every song this time, it was so collaborative, which it actually took me a minute to get used to that.
Yeah.
Like I was not resentful, but just like, that's my baby. You can't change my baby.
Right.
Right? I can't change my baby. But, you know, once I got over
Don't you
my...
mean our baby?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it took me a little bit to get over myself in that regard.
even in like recording, it's kind of I get ideas of like hearing just the rough thing there.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we'll get the structure. So it's like Brian will record all of his parts. I'm like, all right, cool. You got all your stuff? Now let's try this. Like, let's add this, and this.
Oh, I
and
love
kind of-
that part. That was so much
Yeah.
fun when we added all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
you
blast.
know, there were parts. You know, if you guys have kids, but when your kid's being bad, the wife will always go, "Take your kid."
Oh, yeah.
You know, there were
now
parts
he's
where
my-
you're like,
now he's my
"Fucking
kid.
earworm, god damn it! Take this song and shove
Right.
it." You're just like, what? Wait, I thought you liked it. I do, but this earworm, it's fucking with me. I can't get past this part.
Can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
Put this part in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So-
like even with the recording stuff, like just being able to, and this was something I was going to mention earlier when we were talking about the recording process. It
Yeah.
was just like, it was so nice to be able to take our time, not worry about someone else like being like, oh, you got 2 hours, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, having a
Didn't
studio.
we do drums just in 2 days?
Yeah,
Just
we
kinda
knocked out
chill?
drums in 2 days, but
That's
like,
funny, dude.
just in general, just being able to take the time, be like, okay, do we want this in there? Do we want this sound effect? You know, we fucked around with so many drum samples.
I was gonna
so hilarious.
jump in when you were talking about vocals and how you had parts that you had to work through and you guys went back and forth on it. I know I worked with one guy on my last album that was. I was able to go, all right, I have an idea. Are you cool with doing this? Yeah, man, just throw it on there real quick. And I did some low talking shit, and he just tweaked it in little spots where you can just hear it on the tail end of it. And I was like, see, you understand what I'm saying. He's like, I like it here. I don't like it there. I like it here. I like it there. And he used it just subtly in little spots. And I was like, see, man, he gets it. Where the other guys would go, that's dumb, dude. Why you just gonna talk in the background? You know what I mean? That type of shit. Just giving me a hard time. But it, you know, and having that situation where you can just jump in and do it, that is heed warning, guys just starting shit, make sure you get a guy who learns how to record stuff.
Yeah, right.
It does help.
Yeah, it's big time.
Yeah, we
Big
are
time.
definitely grateful for that.
Yes.
Oh, without
very-
a doubt.
Yeah, Wilson's kind of holding us.
So tell me
It's
with
nice
the
to
with
tell
the name, does it tie into any type of witch stuff, Wiccan stuff, or any kind of hug a tree type shit because you guys got so
What the druid?
Yeah.
Druid.
Yep.
I think that was one of those situations where we didn't know what to come up with for a band name, and then that's when Brian was like, "Well, we're playing a show on this date, so we've got to fucking come up with a name."
Pick one of the 3,000 names I threw at you.
And then it just landed on Druid. I didn't even know what the hell that even meant until like someone else explained it to me, and then
yeah,
it's a wood elf.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck is a druid? What the
yeah.
fuck?"
We just thought it sounded cool.
Go back
honestly.
to your D&D dork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people thought like, you guys gonna come out in like black hoods and like a bunch of
That's Witch Den.
satanic shit. Like,
I mean,
no,
we did
we're
the
just gonna-
Windbreakers.
We did do Windbreakers once. That
We
was
did the
fun.
Windbreakers.
But yeah, it is zero correlation. Honestly, it was just kind of like oh fuck, we have a show in 2 weeks.
That's some of the best ways.
We need to come up with a name, and we thought about changing it this last kind of go around, just to be like, okay, maybe put that stuff in the past. But we decided, all right,
You're established. Why let it go?
Yeah, we're gonna just keep going with this.
And it's, I mean, like, admittedly, it's an easy name to remember.
Sure. I think that's
word.
really important.
You know?
when you're coming up with something.
1 word, 5 letters.
Yeah.
One syllable or two, whatever. I go unga bunga. Don't.
Isn't
Yeah.
Druid
1, 2, 3, 4.
Isn't Druid like a character in one of the Diablo games or whatever?
I'm sure.
I think
it
it's
is.
I think it's a class.
Like a playable class.
I'm sure
or
it is.
something?
I'm
yeah.
sure.
I'm sure it is.
So-
Now, when it comes to time to promote for this particular cycle, do you guys have a show set? Do you have? I wanted to ask you about this too. Like when time comes approaching for promotion. Digital guerrilla flyering, you kind of talked about that before with the getting on and promoting that way. But what is it that you guys do, and like, do you have a show set up for this?
Well, we do have a
We're
date.
working on it, yeah.
We have a date set. We're just looking to get people,
Gotcha.
get bands right now.
Gotcha. Putting the feelers out right now.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we have one set, and not too distant future, but it's coming up quick.
We could definitely. I mean, if we
If
get,
you're looking to play a show,
Yeah,
let us
we're-
know.
I
If
think
you're out there.
we're at the point where I think we're pretty much show ready, aren't we?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
So
Yeah,
we're ready to play. I mean, if someone hit us up, and was like, "Hey, would you guys want to hop on this bill?" We're at the point where we
could
do
do
We
that.
could do that.
Yeah.
And
Easily.
I think we all want to do that now.
Right.
I
Nice.
think just one practice to
Just
iron
tighten it
out
up.
any-
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
it.
honestly.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the nice thing too is like with this new, round of music is like we have enough music to fill pretty much any spot. You know what I mean? We'll
Nice.
open a show, we'll close a show. It doesn't
Nice.
really matter. It's just
Right.
we just want to play.
Right.
We don't care.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
And as far as promotion, it's definitely looking much more digital these days.
Yeah.
We've never really done any kind of promotion. We did do the music videos the first go around.
We had someone helping
we
us.
had a lot of help, a lot of guidance with that. And the last time was very DIY, so literally zero promotion outside of
we
just
would
like
just post on our personal pages.
post
hey,
on
we're playing a
Facebook.
show.
Hey, come on out to wherever. This time we're spacing it out a little bit more.
In comes Wilson
Trying to ride the algorithm.
with the
Right.
motherfucking
Yeah.
with
Right.
the
Yeah,
algorithm surfing.
With the
Yes.
goddamn Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Hey, 55 Mac Man says, "Hey, I know a band that can play."
Ooh. What do
There
we
you
got?
go.
What do we
Heyo.
got?
Hey,
Make sure you hit these guys up. How can people get a hold of you if they do want to play a show or get you guys on a show? What's the best way? Is it Druid MN on Facebook or?
Yep, Facebook, Instagram, either one, they will both get to us. So
Nice. Okay. Well, make sure that people know that if you're trying to get these guys on some shit, they're ready to play. They said they got the chops. They want to fucking throw hands with y'all. Now, merch. When it comes to that stuff, what is some of the must have stuff that you guys are rocking now, or that are you kind of pushing towards this new cycle? Or do you have new ideas?
We
that
have
you're-
ideas.
We have ideas.
Yeah, we've got some cool ideas in the works that we're trying to get like
thongs, Banana hammocks.
I haven't even thought of that. That'd
I
be
didn't
cool.
think about that one.
Well, just so you
Booty
know,
shorts, yeah.
Reaping Asmodee has butt plugs. So
Well,
you know, a little disc with a name on it.
Maybe we'll come out with some dildos or something.
Ooh.
You got
Druid dildo. It's
You
got
know
like
she
a
got-
wizard hat on it. Or some shit. It's shaped like a tree. Like, how is that gonna work? It's just a big tree.
Tree trunk.
The Drudo.
That's hilarious, man. That is fantastic. All right, the show just went out the fucking window.
You turn it on and it starts singing a song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh God.
just
Speaker built inside.
just doing the wiggle.
Batteries not included.
What I was gonna say is, you know, like the big octopus arm or some shit.
Oh,
you know
there
what I
you
mean?
go.
Just that weird dragon tail
Tree
and
branch?
shit. Yeah,
A tree branch.
So it is log. the old school what is it, Ren and Stimpy cartoon or
Yeah,
commercial?
Yeah.
Log, fun for a girl and a boy. That shit.
But right now, we actually have ancient merch. I think still too, don't we?
We have like 2 shirts left. Yeah.
from like almost
first
a
run.
decade ago. Well, like 2018, probably is when those were.
Yeah.
Printed. But we have a couple.
So you have vintage shirts,
We
is
have
what you're saying. in
Vintage,
that.
vintage
Yep.
Druid
So
merch.
that's actually goes up in price because it's vintage, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's a cut of 20 that we did like way even before then.
Yeah, well, we were
That's
almost
so-
at one
Lord.
point we were almost gonna give. We're like, buy
Please
a
take these.
Buy these T-shirts, please.
Yeah,
And
we're
even with
getting ready
it-
to throw them at people.
We have so many hard copies of our first
EP.
EP still,
Still.
that like almost
that's-
like
hey.
whenever someone buys like some merch, we'll just
give
give
'em
them
one.
give them a CD with it.
Chris, that's Eric.
I saw that.
Eric says he can
Yeah.
pull double duty. That's always
This
fun.
motherfucker.
See, that's what it is, dude. You get two awesome bands and you throw them together. Now you got double duty.
So
He's running a marathon.
I did that
Oh yeah.
at the fucking
Pillar show, right?
Pillar Forum.
How was that?
I've done that before too. Before I was in Druid, I was in Common Choir.
Yeah,
This was a week before my wedding,
yeah.
and I had long hair.
Oh, I remember
And-
this show.
Yeah, Corsair opened, Common Choir headlined.
Yeah.
Played Corsair, had my long hair. It was winter time, so I was wearing a stocking cap most of the time. Between sets, it was at Amsterdam, so I went in. I had my hairstylist friend
Yeah.
come. We went into the green room bathroom. She cut my hair,
No shit.
and then I wore a stocking cap for the rest of the night until I got on stage with Common Choir and took it off. And all the other like band people, they were like, "What the?"
What the hell happened to this guy?
Two different people.
What'd you do with Wilson? Man. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Cut off all my hair, short, just nice hair. We're like, what the fuck?
That's amazing. dude.
That double duty. I mean, I'll do double duty again. I've been hitting the gym pretty hard, so I'm
He
trying.
said
I'm trying
duty.
to.
Duty.
So
So what do you do to keep your stamina up for doing shit like that? Like you running, you jogging, you riding a bike. What are you doing?
admittedly,
X videos.
you're funny. This motherfucker over here.
Pork propeller.
Yeah, right. No, for the gym stuff, I usually do stick to just like functional strength training at the gym, but
Yeah.
I push myself to go as long as I can physically play a lot of times,
Yeah.
or like just try and push the practice sessions longer.
Yeah.
So like I'll have 2-3 hour sessions where
Yeah.
I'm playing nonstop.
Right.
You know, so I want to build up that stamina that
Yeah.
way, because that's like, it's at the end of the day, that's the best way to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I'm going to be playing admittedly, they're only like 30-minute sets
Sure.
or 40-minute sets, whatever. At the end of the day, the adrenaline kicks in so much that
Yeah.
it feels like 2 hours.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you got to push yourself with
yeah.
that stuff. And so that's kind of where my, I guess, cardio comes in,
Yeah.
is just playing as hard and as long as I can.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean?
That's the way to do it.
So
I wanted to like kind of ask you guys when it comes to creativity, like what how do you inspire yourself? How do you keep yourself going creatively? Say you're in a funk and you can't, you know what I mean, you haven't broken out of it in a while. What pushes you past that point?
Gosh, I would consider myself like just an absolute riff shitter.
Okay.
So it's just always at all times like I'm just on. So I feel like I have to like turn it off.
Yeah.
That's the part where I'm like, okay, if I sit down and write and play, I'm gonna be here until I fall asleep.
Yeah.
so I have to like turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a creative slump. It's more of like it's so much shit where you have to like
Well, it's
find
almo-
the
it's a-
nuggets.
yeah, you have to find the nuggets, and I think kind of hone it in. Because I remember like when you were first shopping out the output 1 and 2, like you were sending it to me, and like I think I had mentioned to you that it is kind of, at one point it was kind of like riff salad. Like,
Yeah, it
100%.
gets. I'd just be like, okay, here's another riff, here's another
so
riff,
yeah,
another riff,
you're
another
just
riff,
you're
another
just
riff.
dropping riff ideas. So it's almost like you gotta then send it to somebody else and be like, what can I do with this?
Yes, I
Cut
need
this
someone
part,
else to
repeat this part.
be the adult.
Dude, I
Druid.
would,
this
I would
part over
stim the
here.
fuck out of it, and I would just cut and paste everything and go, here, dude, what do you think of that? And that
Just-
sucks.
Just 32 minutes of riffs.
Yeah, that's
I
it,
mean,
dude.
I've done that too.
He's done that to me too. No,
Right.
he's sent me shit before where it's like 6 minutes worth of different riffs, and I'm like, that one sounds good. I don't think about that one.
A riff beauty reel.
I mean, basically, yeah.
hilarious, dude.
No. Yes.
It's Tinder, but for
Yeah,
guitar riffs.
Tinder for riffs. No, yeah.
How about the rest of you when it comes to creativity?
Like as far as like how to get out of that funk, if you're like, is that,
Yeah, or something that inspires you to just go, man. You know, like, is there something that you do or like a ritual that you have that inspires you to keep going when you're writing?
I mean, yeah. I mean, once I get going, and I like, for instance, like Hollow Gaze, when that was when it was riff salad, it's hard for me to like come up with, you know, bunch of lyrics right away because it's like because that can completely change once I actually hear what it's gonna sound like.
Right.
It's like, oh shit, now I can actually really hone in on what I want to do with this. But like, there's definitely been times where I'm like, fuck, I'll just get into like a writer's block type of thing, and something that's always helped me get out of that. And it, like, I won't even listen to music, like kind of like what we were talking about with the hip hop thing. But even when it's like I can't even, I'm just like stuck. I'll just watch like weird fucking movies and shit, and it'll like trigger some like creativity in my brain, like really old like horror movies. Like I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre picture you got back there.
That's Justin Boney right there. He actually drew that and
That's sick.
Gave it to me. Yeah, he did those, and then he went and had it signed by the guy that played that particular Leatherface.
Oh, like the old the 1970s.
No, the second. This is the second one. The with Dennis Hopper in it.
Is that the one that came out in like 2000?
No, it was. It's like 81 or some shit. It's older. It's an older. It's more of a spoof. It's hilarious. It's got. God damn it! I can never think of his name. Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses in it. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He just does with the fucking plate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Wasn't he almost like the hitchhiker guy from the first one? But like
it's like his brother. Technically, I think that's what it was. Is his brother? Or
yeah,
something,
I'll watch weird shit like that,
Yeah.
and then I'll just like it'll put me into like a
Totally
weird.
blanking on his name right now.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
Or like I watched like the Blob, that
Mhm.
really old movie.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Blob. It has nothing
The
to
black
do.
and white version of it.
No, the other one,
Gotcha,
the one
gotcha.
after that. But yeah, I mean, it'll just I don't know what it is, but it'll just like make me want to write more. And it'll have nothing to do with like horror monster shit, but it'll just get me into like this weird creative space where I can get back to writing, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's a weird, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it's just what happens.
No, I get it. How about you, sir?
Oh man, I mean, I would say like, because admittedly nowadays I don't listen to a whole lot of music, like just in my daily life. I play with these guys and I play with Courier, and all of that kind of just consumes the musical part of my brain,
Sure.
especially when I'm at home practicing. But I guess for creativity, if I'm in a slump or something like that, because there have definitely been times, and y'all can attest to it. But I'd say like, just forcing myself to get behind the kit. Just play something.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it sucks. Just make time to sit behind the kit and just try something different. Work on, a different groove or a different
A lot
rudiment
of people
or
say
something
that
like
too.
that. And
Yeah.
it's just like, as hard as it can be, you have to almost force yourself sometimes.
Right.
Just because it's like, deep down, this is what you want to do. This is your passion.
Right.
You'll find it. You just got to you just got to do some searching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would agree. I would
So-
agree. I mean, that kind of, fits into taking breaks at specific times. You know what I mean? Especially going through, writing cycles too. You know what I mean? Because again, it seems like you guys have hit the gamut of all the stuff that bands that have been around a lot longer. You guys have hit that in kind of a medium span of time. Lots of different changes. Changing of the guard. Sounds like you guys have evolved more than anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I feel like at this point now, I mean, the band itself just, not to like sugarcoat everything, but like, it's fun. It's just fucking fun.
right.
We have fun whenever we get together.
Yeah.
It's never like,
Yeah.
there's never arguments. There's never disagreements about something. We can always workshop something. Like, we genuinely enjoy hanging out with each other. It's fun to
Right.
do. You
Right,
know what
right,
I mean?
right.
And I think that's the biggest thing that has helped it stay as it is because
Yeah.
we genuinely enjoy each other's company and
For
we
sure.
enjoy playing music together.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that helps a lot.
It's a hard thing to do, man. I don't think people understand how hard it is to find the right people to create
Oh, yeah.
and to be able to work through things. Or, sometimes people get overbearing and they're like, "Oh, this is my band," and I could, you know what I mean?
Right.
I've played with those type of people that it can be a great dynamic at times too, where they're just driven, and it keeps you moving forward. But at the same time, it's like, man, I want to get some ideas in here too. You know what I'm saying?
right. And I mean, it helps to a certain extent. There's always an aspect of that person that always helps, but it's just whether or not they can rein it in. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to take a step back and be like, okay.
Well, you got to have the guys that you can trust that'll be able to tell you that shit too.
Yeah.
And you're not going to go, "Oh, you're being mean to me," or you're pissing on somebody's parade when it comes to that shit too. You
I
know?
think we're all pretty much generally on the same page too,
Yeah.
which is a simple thing, but can be very complicated if everyone's not on the same page when you're in a band. It can get weird, like because one person might want to write like this, one person's style is like this, and you try to jam them together, and it doesn't work quite right.
Yeah, like magnets almost.
Yeah, but,
polarity,
I mean,
reverse polarity.
We all have like different things we do and different things to bring to the table, but we're all generally on the same page.
Yeah.
So when we like with this EP, we're all like, "Fuck yeah, this sounds sick." We all like the way it sounds, and we're
yeah.
all on the same page about it. So that's really refreshing and feels.
Fuck yeah,
feels
I bet,
good.
man. I bet. I absolutely. How about you, sir? Like creativity wise and pushing through.
I don't know. Honestly, a lot of times it just takes time. Like, even for me, maybe 2 months ago, I had a lot of shit. Just like, I had work that was really stressing me out. I had the Corsair stuff that I was finishing up. I had this stuff that I was finishing up. And then I had like another band that I was recording and mixing,
Damn.
all kind of intersecting at the same time. So I had like no mental room for creativity.
Yeah.
But as each of those kind of finished up and everything, like in the last 2 to 3 weeks, like work has been a bit easier. I've even had, like, they got me on a project where I'm basically just working like almost part-time hours just because the jobs are so short and I can only do one a day. So I was like, this is fine for me. So like I'll get home and like the last 3 weeks I've just been kind of like dumping out just like rough ideas of just song ideas, just whether it's Corsair, Druid, or just maybe like my own shit. I don't even know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just purging shit out of my head that I feel like has been backlogged for like the last 6 months that I haven't been able to do because I've been so focused on other crap.
Dude, you remind me of like what they would say, like how the old kid, God damn it, I'm thinking like Mozart or the old composers. You know what I mean? Like you already have everything working while you're doing other things. It's like almost like a drummer. You're separating all your limbs to do something independent at the same time. But once one limb stops working, it's like the other three still work just as fast. So when you go down to 2 again, now you're like, oh, now I can gather where all my other thoughts are at. And then it comes out fucking just rapid fire.
Yeah.
It just reminds me, I know so many fucking people like that are like multitask. And then once the tasks start falling off, they're like, I still have to keep at this pace until they like, slowly go down and go, okay, I can be normal again.
I think for me, that's probably the ADHD.
Yeah.
Like I got so much shit just going on in here, like in my head all the time on song ideas of shit, and just no time to do it because other things are taking priority. Well, those things that are taking priority are wrapping up.
Right.
Don't have to do it. So now I'm like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
Put together a bunch of shit.
Well,
And now I have like four half finished ideas of shit that who knows if I'll ever get back to it, but at least it's like the practice of like purging that out.
Yeah.
And even so, like
when it comes
doing it again and like making something more complete.
right. When it comes to purging, though, let me ask you this: do you guys have? Do you set time, or is it like if it comes, do you sit down and get it out as fast as you can, or if there's say you're working, all of a sudden you get an idea, are you able to pull out a phone and like take a notation, or do you do things like that? Because I've fucking pulled the forklift over and like literally written lyrics before.
I've done that. I've definitely done that,
Yeah,
especially
me too.
with this EP.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh fuck, that's a good line. I gotta save that, and everything that I would save usually would make it in at some point. Maybe not the way I thought it was going to, but it always makes it in. Like, because there was a couple spots I would be stuck on, and I'd be thinking about it. What the fuck should I say right there that would like work for the rest of that song? And then I'll be doing something completely, like I'll be at work, and then I'll just be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I can't forget that.
The reason I say that is because you said purge, and it's one of those things that I feel like music and band life is in your. It's like the yin to the yang of your normal life, right? You do all the normal shit, you deal with all the dummies and all the stupid shit that you deal with in your normal life, and you go and you purge it all in music. It's like how you can, hit the valve, let some steam off, and then especially when you're writing in the writing process in the cycle of writing, I can't if I don't write it down right at that time, I'll remember that, and you just keep saying it over and over again, and 5 minutes later you're like, shit, I should have wrote that down. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm a drummer. I can't really do that, but I do voice notes. Yeah. No, I legitimately have had like random beats come in my head, and I just do like a voice note of it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna come back to this. This is good. You know what I mean?
Did I book a ticket on that one, or big a ticket on that
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Mouthed a lot of riffs into my phone.
Yeah.
And even just thankfully, like I have some days where I work from home, so I'm sitting right next to my guitar.
Yeah.
So I go, oh,
Yeah.
and I just hit it, right? So I can actually put that thought straight to paper at that moment. Oh,
All right,
those are the
so
best.
now this hits my ADHD right here. Now, you could say what you want about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they have a video that's called The Funky Monks, and John Frusciante is talking about this specific thing when he's writing. And it's hilarious, but yet so true on so many levels. He says that he'll jerk off if he's got he rewards himself, right? But then if he's trying to come up with a riff, he won't jerk off until he comes up with the riff, and then he'll reward himself. Like it's a break that he has to release to come up with the creativity, or it's like I'm right there and I can't release until I come up with the creativity. I think that's kind of silly, but at the same time, how you know what I mean? Like it's hard to turn that shit off, man. Like if you bother me while I'm being creative, dude, I get really fucking pissed. Like I was working on these lyric videos just recently, and I'm just like, leave me alone. Like I want to be creative. Like this space right here, it's probably 20 minutes from my house or 10 minutes from my house. And I hate it because I have all my creative shit right here. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like I don't want to, it sucks having to come here to be creative, dude. It's one of those deals, man. Like when it comes to purging, I mean, is it like one of those things you guys have to stop? Do you just like break and I mean, you said you pick your guitar up, you're right there when you're working. That's a plus. Let me ask you this: as a vocalist, do you find it easy to? You play instruments as well. Do you come up with ideas, bring them to the board, or can you mouth out certain things to guitar players and have them figure it out as you're going?
Well, I just recently figured out how to record myself.
Yeah.
But I like what I write as far as like music. I have an 8-string that I just make. I have it tuned to like fucking double. It's like
Z.
drop double. It's like
Drop M.
Yeah, double. It's like I think it's like double drop D or some shit like that.
I think he's getting into numbers now.
It sounds like a fat guy eating a say.
Pretty much. Just really.
This one's tuned to 2.
Yeah. Q.
Yeah, but so as far as like the mute that I think I've shown a couple of you guys some of my shit just for fun, but never like stuff that I really would want to use for Druid.
Oh, gotcha,
maybe like
gotcha.
like ideas could be taken from there or something,
Sure.
but I haven't really got these because these guys are so good at what they're doing. But as far as lyrics go and stuff, I mean, I've learned the hard way where I'm like, I'll remember that later.
Yeah.
And I fucking don't. And then I regret it.
Yeah.
So then I started pulling up like the sticky notes on the computer.
Yeah.
And I just fucking use that shit religiously. And then I'd go back and look at it and I'd be like, holy shit. Like I would forget about some stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'd find it later and it'd be like finding like a little golden
Treasure
nugget.
trove. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this
Yeah.
one or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I mean, sometimes when I'm working, I'll try to do that, but I'm too sidetracked. I work at Big Bad Toy Store. It's a warehouse where I'm just like dealing with collectibles all day. So I'm just like, oh,
Cool
stuff,
stuff, man.
I'm gonna buy that. I don't need that, but I want it.
Yeah. I didn't realize I needed that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you didn't until you saw it.
But you know, I mean, when I'm home and I'm by myself, I do decent job of trying to, you know, put everything, like even now we're not really writing anything new, but I'll still come up with new ideas of like, I'll probably use this eventually. Cause I'll even turn things I don't use into song names or something like that, or like whatever, you know, or I'll choose something I found 3 months ago and be like, I could probably turn this into a song. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this in reverse. Have you made a list of song names and then forgot they were song names and used it as lyrics for a song?
No, I'm not that. It takes me a little bit to come up with song names.
Yeah.
That's like one of the,
It's like the last piece of the
that's
puzzle.
the last,
the last piece.
That's the last thing I do, and it probably drives these guys nuts a little bit. Like, dude, what are we calling this?
We can't call this song Kelly Clarkson forever, okay? We just can't.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I'll end up I'll literally I'll come up with all these lyrics, and then I'll go back and like reread everything and like think about it, and then I'll come up with a name that I think that makes sense, and then I'll send it to the guys and be like, actually, I'm gonna change it. I changed my mind.
Yeah.
And then they trust me, thank God, to come up with, you know, a lot of the lyrics. You guys have trusted me with that for
The whole time.
the whole time, which is
I mean, I think we've worked like sparingly on some things, but nothing. It was never like, oh my God, you need to scrap that whole whatever.
yeah, they've
It's
trusted me.
very much what you're hearing on any of our songs is very much straight from him.
Nice.
So we give him full creative control, whether it's talking about dark past stuff and lots of shits and fucks. I mean, whatever he wants to get out, like this is his outlet just as much as ours.
Nice.
So
Which I do appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, man. That's very cool. I dig it. How can everybody hear your stuff? Where can they get it?
gosh, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music.
I mean, pretty much
It's
pretty
literally
much
on
everywhere.
everything.
It should be.
It should be on everything now. Snapchat even now apparently.
Yeah.
Pandora.
Pandora.
Ooh.
Deezer.
You can use it on your Instagram Reels.
Yeah, do that.
Dude, that's actually very, very.
Found that out today.
You know what? That's awesome that you can, because I always look for that shit.
Yeah.
Every week I'm looking for shit. If I can't, because I usually do shit from my phone. I'm just like, I'll make sure that people see this. You know what I mean? And I love putting other people's music, putting their music with it. But you can't always clip it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I love when people. And I don't know if it's DistroKid or what.
Yeah.
What it is.
That's what
'cause
we primarily use.
That's sick that it's starting to pop up, like all underground bands. I did the Enmity Offensive. I mean, Apothic, Glutton. I mean, bunch of colopsia. That's what they.
Ah.
See, I almost fucked that up, but
I was waiting for it.
yeah. You
I
know,
love those
when-
dudes.
Yeah, when you find that stuff, it's great. I dig it. You can use it for promotions.
And they make it so easy.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
You don't have to even think about it. I mean, they just do it all for you. Like,
Yep.
you want it here? You're like, uh-huh. You want it here? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everywhere, please.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, like, if somebody wants to get some of your merch or buy anything from you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
Merch is currently on our Bandcamp site,
Yeah.
which I think I need to fix that at some point here. But so if you want to get a hold of us, your best bet is probably just to hit us up on
Yeah,
any
legitimately.
of the socials and just say, hey, you guys have shirts? You guys have anything? Well, I tell you right now, we only have shirts. So
Yeah.
and they're older.
Well, it's something.
I think we have some like long sleeves, don't we?
Yeah, we
I
should
hope
still
so.
have a couple long sleeves.
I think they're your boys.
Yeah, Pete said he's like, I got a whole freaking box of merch at my place.
So that's where they are.
Yeah, there you go.
right?
Yeah, after
Found the
shows, we're
merch.
like, someone take these.
Yeah.
Who's taking the merch home?
Dude, I've
Yeah,
lost banners.
how did you
that
get
way.
with the shirts?
I've lost
know how
banners
happened.
that way.
I
dude.
don't either.
I don't know how you ended up with the shirts. I think it was just like, Noah needs something to do. Take these with you.
I'll take the shirts.
I'll take the shirts. And then every show we're like,
doesn't
fuck,
have-
hopefully he brings the shirts.
He
Hey,
doesn't have any gear he's carrying.
to be fair,
exactly.
we do the same thing to Eric and Courier. He's got the merch in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
one less thing for the
usually
rest of us.
how it is too, man. You know.
And like I said, we are throwing around some new merch ideas that we're gonna try and get ready for these upcoming shows that we
Fantastic.
have in the
Fantastic.
works.
Unfortunately, we don't have any flyers for the stuff right now. But when you guys do, make sure you get me the stuff. I'll share the
Absolutely.
shit out of it and push it around. If anybody wants to get a hold of you as far as booking, they can just hit you up on all the socials that
Yep.
way.
Yes,
Facebook, Instagram, just hit us up.
DruidMN1@gmail.com.
Nice.
That's
There you-
also our email.
There you go. That's
Or just
that's
send a
it.
carrier pigeon.
Yeah, carrier pigeon,
Smoke signal. Tell
bat
me,
light. I don't
tell
care.
me about the Embrace the Dark.
Ah,
So, Embrace the Dark was one of the songs that Pete brought at the very tail. I think this was the last song we wrote
I think so.
that made it into this cycle. I think when we were picking our 15 songs, when we picked through the list, this wasn't on that list yet.
No, it
Was
wasn't.
this one Rock Bass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this came in.
See how much we like our working
Love
titles?
it, dude. I love it.
So it came in. We were originally, I think, we're gonna do 4, and then he came in with this one, and we're like, oh fuck yeah, this has
This
to
needs
this has
to be on
in
the
it.
album.
So yeah, that was the Pete special for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pete wrote a good chunk of the initial part, and then you'll see the flip where we get our hands on it at the tail end of that song.
I was gonna say that that was about the time when Pete really settled into the style too.
Yeah.
Like he was still working on figuring out like where his comfortability was in our music.
Yeah.
And like bringing his stuff to the table, and he really hit the nail on the head with that one. He was like, "Nope, I think I got it." And I was
Awesome,
like,
dude.
And
Oh, yeah.
And this song isn't gonna be, I think, out for
Nope.
another month.
"Nope."
Month and a half, maybe
Podcast
longer.
special.
Yeah,
There you go.
You want to
Well-
listen to this song? It's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
Podcast special,
Yep.
baby.
Now you can come back. It'll be up right away after we get done too. So make sure you go back and show everybody this song, and then when they release it, you'll already know all of it. And
That's
you can
right.
knock out
That'd
with
be
them.
cool.
And study up, because then you're gonna have to go check these guys out when they do their release, their EP release. So do that. Make sure you support these guys. Check them out on YouTube. They've got some videos out there. They got these new ones, or at least the Hollow Gaze is up there right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last one that we did, what was it?
Forfeit reality.
There you go. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, with anything, when you guys have shows coming up, let me know. I'll share the shit out of it. It'll always be in. And when you guys, after you release it, when you do the show or before you do the show, let's set up another podcast. Come in, talk some shit. I'm already into December, so if you guys are doing it in the new year, the more the merrier. Because I'll definitely have open spots for sure. Then
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
it'd be good to have you and help you promote if we could get it out there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for joining us in the chat. There are a couple people just talking shit in the chat. Eric jumped in a couple times, and then the Johnny Hawk over in North Dakota talking shit as always. I appreciate you guys joining in. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, we got one more video for y'all, and it is Embrace the Dark. So that's what we will do. We'll embrace that shit and get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys
so
for
much,
coming
man.
in. Appreciate
Thank
it
you.
very much. Y'all be cool. Peace out.